Hi, this is John Parvin from Class 3, Theology 304, and I'm just here to discuss what I'm thinking about spiritually as recorded in this assignment. I'm mainly thinking about what I'm going to write on this paper that's due for the term paper on the class. We're dealing with the eschatology of Book of Revelations. I'm 33 years old right now, but most of my 20s I was actually a Protestant, so what I was actually usually thinking of was that the millennial kingdom is a literal kingdom that's going to happen right now. Happen in the future, excuse me. Whereas a lot of Catholics believe that the church itself is kind of already in a millennial kingdom. It's more allegorical. I still actually, believe, I'm not sure what the official church doctrine of it, but I still believe that there is the literal millennial kingdom did not happen yet, because that's not until Christ's return. Because in Revelation 19, it says that it talks about Christ actually coming back and establishing a physical kingdom here on earth. And then 1,000 years later, Satan's released again to deceive people. And after that, it's finished. There's a lake of fire for those that are unbelievers, and then the city of God, or the New Jerusalem, for those that are believers. I guess also another spiritual thing I think about a lot is when Jesus said that, don't worry about food and clothing and so forth. That's hard sometimes. That affects my faith sometimes, because when I think of countries like in India or countries in Africa where people are starving from famines, and yet Jesus says don't worry about food, but those people obviously have a problem, having basic needs. And I always wonder why Jesus said don't worry about these things, and yet people suffer on this earth, worried about those things. And also, I would say that regarding spiritual things, the idea I always wondered about is kind of during the Renaissance period, you had a mixture of Christianity, but also a mixture of Greek philosophy, and I always found that interesting, that what caused the Dark Ages, because some scholars say that it was actually Christianity that brought upon the Dark Ages and got rid of classical civilization. But at the same time, though, the Roman Empire was actually sacked by barbarian hordes from Northern Europe, and so I can't necessarily blame it on Christianity for the Dark Ages in Europe, because if you think about it, Northern Europe never really had a classical period. They were kind of just local tribes, and they didn't have a classical civilization like ancient Rome or ancient Greece. So if anything, Christianity only built up Northern Europe or countries like in Germany, Norway, Sweden, Russia, etc. Yes, of course, Italy and Greece, yes, they declined. But again, that was because they got sacked by barbarian nations up in the northern Europe. Anyway, I'm gonna finish this video off with the fact that I'm enjoying this class so far, and look forward to writing the paper. And thank you.